Good morning, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to welcome you all to the 114th weekly webinar organized by AABN. In this virtual room, I recognize some familiar names of participants from diverse groups. A very warm welcome to you all. This Sunday, we have an eminent guest speaker, Mr. C. Anburai, and he will share his thoughts on propelling MSMEs towards success. At AABN, our webinars are tailor-made to help you overcome the common pain points experienced by business owner managers. AABN webinars cover a wide range of vital topics to grow your business and meet your objectives, no matter what industry your business is in. Our experts will help you to understand key areas and becoming resilient. These events are also great opportunities for business networking, allowing you to make connections to support and learn from other SME business owners like you. It is universally recognized that small businesses are the best vehicles to generate jobs. The development of the sector is therefore crucial in generating significant levels of employment across the country, more so since we have large, young and educated population which is on the lookout for employment. The MSME sector is a nursery for entrepreneurship and a school for innovation. Countless medium and large corporates in India have evolved out of being micro and small sometime in not so distant past. I'm sure many in the audience here who own fairly large businesses today would have cut their teeth in business through the route of micro and small enterprises. MSME sector is crucial for the success of the national agenda of financial inclusion. The surmise that I'm trying to drive at is that if this is a sector that is the bulwark for such critical development paradigms, there are compelling enough reasons for all stakeholders, be the associations, the financial institutions, the regulators or the government to put all their might together in a convergent fashion so that the right environment is created to propel growth of MSME in our country. For achieving this objective, there is a need to create an ecosystem which can facilitate handholding and nurturing of MSME units, particularly at the nascent stages. I have the present duty of introducing and welcoming Mr. C. Anburai, Deputy General Manager, Small Industry Development Bank of India, to deliver his speech at this forum today. I compliment the AABN core committee team for having chosen a very relevant topic for today's webinar, propelling MSME towards success on this interactive business networking webinar. Shri Anburai, DGM SIDBI, has a bachelor's degree in chemistry and then completed master's in computer applications. He joined SIDBI in 2002 and has put in more than 20 years of service in various capacities and roles. During his tenure in government scheme department, he was instrumental in digitalization of various government subsidy scheme operations. Subsequently, he has served as manager at Coimbatore branch, wherein he had handled various MSME project loans. Further, during the stint, he had handled infra project on setting up of private industrial park, which was successfully implemented. Anburai has also possessed experience in resource raising in Treasury Department and has also worked for IT operations. Subsequently, he got opportunity to work for CGTMSC, a credit guarantee organization, and was part of the core team in achieving various milestones with crossing highest guarantee approvals, onboarding NBFCs and other financial institutions, revamping, building IT infra, etc. Presently, Anburai is heading Chennai branch of SIDBI and is handling a portfolio of rupees 400 crores, comprising around 270 customers. He is also in the board of microfinance institutions. He regularly addresses the entrepreneurs through various associations, government departments, and other business network, etc. Mr. Anburai will share his insights, which will contain some very helpful tips that every one of us can benefit from. So let's give a warm round of applause for Mr. Anburai. I want you to know how deeply appreciative I am for all the hard work and dedication the core committee of AABN has put forth every day. Because of your incredible diligence, we have been able to organize these webinars seamlessly. Hope you have a very engaging and enriching day that's beneficial for the future of your careers and the industry at large. Thank you all, and over to you, Mr. Anburai.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay. At the outset, I thank AABN and Mr. Gopi for taking pain in arranging for such a wonderful program. Of course, SIDBI, if you see of late, we are also into various marketing activities because many MSMEs were not aware about SIDBI earlier. but now the things are getting changed. So if you see me to go for a lot of like presentations and other things just to popularize our scheme and together, yeah, because SIDBI has a lot of schemes with very attractive terms actually. So we also wanted MSMEs to get benefit out of that. That is our sole objective. I thank you. I have my good wishes to Mr. Gopi, AABN, and the other participants present here, and I will just start my presentation. So what I will do, I will cover all our schemes. Subsequently, we can have a discussion session, I believe.
Anbu, most of us belong to the SME and MSME sectors here. Most of the participants.
Okay, then it's good.
Go on.
Yeah. So if you see the SIDBI, history of SIDBI, SIDBI was established in the year 1990 under an act of parliament. And the main objective of setting up SIDBI was to promotion, development, and finance. And SIDBI is exclusively for MSME sector. So if any company is migrating from medium to large, then SIDBI is not there. So this is how the SIDBI's mandate is serving only to MSME sector. So SIDBI, if you see, there are various activities held, of which two major activities will be like uh, 1 minute. Yeah, major activities, if you see, like first thing is the promotion and development activity. So wherein we do a lot of promotion and developmental activity in bringing up micro enterprises to the next level. So I will be covering up during the entire presentation. And the major in respect of financing, if you see, there are two verticals we have, like indirect and direct. So indirect finance is nothing but we give funds to MSMEs through partner institutions. So the partner institution, if you see, it can be commercial banks, it can be microfinance institution, it can be NBFCs. So through them, we pass on to all MSMEs located all over India. And the other part is the direct finance. Direct finance is nothing but we should be directly lent to the MSME customers. So that's how the two major this thing. So if you see the direct lending to MSME, indirect lending through banks, SFBs, NBFCs, MFIs, and new age fintechs. And if we have a fund of fund operations wherein we invest in startup companies and promotional development activities. And the second and the last one will be like nodal agency for MSME oriented schemes of Government of India. So if you see any government subsidy schemes or any major schemes, that will be routed through SIDBI only. So we will be covering up in detail in the coming presentations. So SIDBI's network, if you see, it is a very small network we have of around 80-85 branches and regional offices, and we have verticals for processing the bigger loan appraisals and the recoveries. So that is the reason, if you see how we are able to reach to the nook and corner of India, Indian MSMEs, if you see, that is through indirect finance. So if you see, as on date, our indirect finance outstanding portfolio is more than 3 lakh crore. Then you can imagine what would be our reach to the MSMEs through the partner institutions. So this is the just a broad journey of SIDBI. So 1990, SIDBI was established. Subsequently, during the year 1995, ISTSL. ISTL is nothing but a technology company. So they will be having a lot of technology. So if any MSME wanted to adopt any technology, you can just contact them, and the website is also available. I will be covering up in the coming thing. And the 1999 SVCL. SVCL, if you see, sir, it is a SIDBI Venture Capital Limited. This is solely set up for startups, basically. So, and the SFMC, one should know that how SIDBI had started its during early phase supporting microfinance. When the microfinance terminology was not very much known. So next to NABARD, if you see, SIDBI was the first bank to adopt this NGO funding model, which we took a cue from this Bangladesh funding model, and we have adopted that, and we were very much successful in microfinance. So I will be giving more details on that. And the next important thing is 2000. In the year of 2000, we set up CGT MSC. So it is a very impactful organization. I will tell what is the growth and how the CGT MSC has impacted many MSMEs. And 2005 Acute ratings, of course, you know that the name terminology is SMERA. So SMERA is nothing but it is SIDBI and partner institution established that SMERA rating company. It is exclusive for MSMEs. Now their scopes have widened. The name also has been changed to Acute Ratings presently. And in the year 2008, ISARC is nothing but asset reconstruction company. So basically, the what are the bad assets available in the market, they take and they sell to the other prospective buyers, or say similar manners. And 2015, Mudra, of course, you all know Mudra was formed. It's a refinance agency, so exclusively for microfinance institutions. So I will be covering up those points also. And the 2016, if you see RXIL, and we have done fund of fund thing, and Udyami Mitra, Startup Mitra. So RXIL is nothing but the Receivable Exchange India Limited, wherein the receivables issue, to address the receivable issue, SIDBI and NSE had partnered together for setting up RXIL. Fund of fund support, of course, SIDBI is operating several funds which will invest in all startup companies. So Udyami Mitra, it is a marketplace and the knowledge platform kind of thing. So if you visit that platform, you will be getting a lot of information on how to start a business. There will be model project reports and many other details are available. And with Udyami Mitra, Startup Mitra is Stand-up Mitra is, of course, it's a Stand-up India scheme wherein every commercial banks have to lend at least to one SCST customer and one women entrepreneur. So that is a mandate all the commercial banks have. And in the year 2017, we have released a document, Vision 2.0, wherein lot of rebooting happened. Even in respect of CGTMSE, in respect of SIDBI, lot of schemes have come out, evolved. Even CGTMSE rebooting, lot of changes happened based on the requirement of the banks and the MSME. In the year 2018, if you see PSB loan in 59 minutes. So you all might be aware of this portal. So wherein a loan will get processed in 59 minutes. So nothing but here what will happen, this is applicable for existing entities. So it will be taking your GST, ITR and other details and give you the provisional balance share, provisional sanction certificate. So with that certificate, you can approach. I will be giving details inside in the coming sessions. So next will be like 2019. We have revamped Swavalamban program. Swavalamban is nothing but self-reliant. So it is we have just kept it along with the government of India's vision. And microfinance plus Pulse is a document which we are giving, which we are publishing. And in the year 2020, FinTech Plus, which will be giving an industry spotlight kind of thing. And 2020-21, if you see, we have done a lot of end-to-end digital initiatives. As on date, if you see any customer, he need not visit our office till he get the loan sanction or even disbursement also. That is also possible with the digital journey. I will be covering up those digital journey also in the coming points. So these are the subsidiaries, this which we have already covered up in the previous slide. So I will just move on. So these are the sphere of activities. So if you see SIDBI as on date, for an MSME, any requirement, any need, in the entire ecosystem, SIDBI's presence is there as on date. So initially we started with promotion and development and funding, and subsequently, if you see, either be it like a guarantee program, either it be like a startup supporting startup, or either be technology giving, or with a fintech company, or a marketplace, or a asset reconstruction company, or to take care of receivables issue. If you see the MSME's entire ecosystem, SIDBI's presence is there. So this is the same thing which I have told, institutional finance, that is through refinance through banks, direct lending, promotion, fund of fund, and digital initiative, facilitator role, subsidiaries, and associated. We facilitate a lot of subsidy schemes are routed through SIDBI. I will be. Yeah. So now initially, first I will cover our direct finance. Direct finance, if you see of late, the green finance or greening is becoming a very, very popular subject and need of the hour actually. So even government is also giving lot of push for green. So for that, SIDBI has also set up a separate vertical to take care of green financing. So under the green financing scheme, what you get lot of the terms are very, very lucrative, and it is very, very very good, light terms are available for you. And I will just cover up. This is first scheme will be like end-to-end energy efficiency scheme. So this is basically, if you see, if you are running a unit or you are going to set up a unit, and wherein your investments are going towards the machineries which are energy efficient. Like any PLC based machinery, it will be eligible. It can be CNC machine, it can be injection molding machine, it can be die casting machine, anything which are PLC based or computer controlled machineries. So that will be eligible. Basically, our people see what is the power saving out of the investment. So they will always compare with one conventional machine is there and the energy efficient machine is there. If the power saving is to some certain level, then definitely those machinery purchase can be covered under the scheme. Under the scheme, the terms are very, very lighter. Like we give 100% of the machinery cost are subject to a maximum of 5 crore. And without any collateral also, it is possible actually. So even up to loan 5 crore, we can give without collateral also. So you can wonder how it happens without collateral, how bank gives. So here what we see, you see for any project, the promoter needs to bring in 25% margin. So 25% minimum, you have to bring in margin. It depends on the project to project and bank to bank. Like some banks are 30%, some banks are 20%, or some banks are even 35%. So here 25%, whatever margin you are bringing in, you have to place that margin as fixed deposit with SIDBI. And SIDBI will funding 100%. So this is how we mitigate the risk. Here, what is happening? Our turnaround time is very, very fast. This under this scheme, we can give, we can disburse a loan in a week's time, maximum in a week's time. Because since collateral is not obtained, there is no requirement of legal investigation. There is no requirement of valuation. So basically, these two things these two work only takes lot of time. That's the reason the turnaround time also will be larger. But here with this 100% funding model, we are able to give sanction and disburse loan in weeks time. Up to 5 crore we can give. And okay, if you say, sir, I don't want 100% funding, I want only 75% funding. So that is also possible. We can give 75% funding, 25% you have to invest in your project. So we will see what is, if the machinery is good enough to take care of the norms, or your financials are really good, then we may not require collateral also. If the financials are not that much good, the ratings are not that much good, top ratings are not there, then we may ask for some amount of collateral. There also collateral also should be, we never believe on funding on the weightage of collateral. We always see the financials, promoters. These are the main thing we see. So collateral is, many people will come and ask, like many MSMEs will come and ask, sir, what is the percentage, whether I need to give 100% collateral or 50%. So we will say it is not, no percentage is required. Even we are funded with 20% collateral, 30%, 50%. So on an average, if you see 40 to 50% collateral may be required. So that also we will be seeing based on your financials only. So here, and one more bigger thing is here with 10% promoter contribution also we can fund, 90% also funding option is available. The repayment period will be like 5 to 7 years, and the security, as I already said, 25% margin, which has to be kept as FD or any other security. So here the next point, you all will be thinking what would be the interest rate. So in case today's scenario, if you see it is a repo linked product for SIDBI. So we would be lending in the range of maybe 7.3 to 8%. Within that is a very, very competitive interest rate, in fact, because if you see in today's state, the commercial banks or any other bank, if you see, they will be charging not less than 9.5 as on date. So SIDBI's rate will always be lesser. So just I am giving a range of interest rate under the scheme actually. So I'll move on to the next scheme. So it is a green finance scheme. Here, green finance scheme. So the 4E scheme, the earlier 4E scheme, why we call 4E, that is end-to-end energy efficiency. So under that scheme, only existing customers are eligible. At least a 2-year balance sheet any customer is having, they will be eligible under that project and under that scheme. So next will be the green finance scheme. So the green finance scheme, the loan amount is also higher. Up to 20 crore we can give. Even we can fund to a greenfield project also we can fund. And here, if we go with an aggregator kind of thing, even MSME linkages are there, then we can give up to even 50 crore also under the scheme. Here again, this is also a repo linked scheme, but here the interest rate structure will be a little bit higher in the sense, then that also it is competitive. Higher will be in the range of maybe 7.9 to 8.5, 8.6 in that range, not more than that. So that is the scheme which are available here. The maximum term also we can give maximum of 10 years. These are the two main green finance products we have. Other than that, if you see here, certain companies comes under this green finance scheme and they will be taking 20 crore from there. Energy audit is required to be done. So that for that energy audit also should be subsidized also. That the department subsidize even 50% of the energy audit fee actually. So that is how SIDBI supports the green finance green finance schemes actually. So this is the scheme. Like this is an this is Stapan scheme. This also again this scheme was launched during our COVID times. If you see this 100% funding model, it was not SIDBI was not having earlier. In the last 3-4 years only, we have launched that program, and we found that was very much successful. So with that 100% funding model, we have a lot of other schemes available. This Tapan is nothing but it is for a greenfield project. Greenfield project means one who is setting up a unit as a new actually. So I wanted to explain only one point: startup. So many people think many MSMEs they come to me and they say, sir, I am going to I wanted to start up. I want startup now. Startup company RMB, I wanted to do a startup. Then I asked, what is the startup company you want to do? Then he will be telling, I wanted to purchase some 2 CNC machines or 4 injection molding machines, and I wanted to set up an unit. Then I used to tell that is not startup, that is a greenfield. If you say that is a greenfield unit, because startup definition is totally different. Startup is nothing but if any promoter or any individual who wanted to invest in an innovative business, actually that business is not available in the market, and he is taking a innovative ideas and he is setting up a unit, then those unit only will be termed as startup. So if anybody starting a new unit, new engineering unit, or new any injection molding unit, so that unit will not be qualifying as a startup. Just for definition sake only, I just explained to you. So here greenfield and brownfield, we call it in banking terminology. Brownfield is nothing but the unit is already running and having balance sheets. At least 2 years, 3 years balance sheets they have. Those units we called as brownfield project. And greenfield unit is nothing but it is newly set up. You wanted to start a new business, basically new engineering business. You wanted to invest in land, building, and some 4 injection molding machines. Yes, that is a greenfield project. So this scheme is applicable for greenfield project. Under the scheme, Stapan scheme, we give maximum of 20 crore or subject to a maximum of 75% of the project cost. So 75% of the project cost we fund. So 25% you have to bring in as your margin, and the repayment will be 7 years repayment we can give, and moratorium also up to 2 years. So we have very attractive interest rates. So this scheme is applicable for purchase of land, industrial plot, and civil construction. So any MSME requirement it is eligible. And one point I missed out in 4E scheme. Under that 4E scheme, only machineries are eligible. So that is the difference between 4E scheme. And under green finance scheme, yes, we can give even land and building also. So this is Tapan. This will be applicable for even purchase of land, industrial plot, civil construction, plant and machinery, equipment, MFAs, etc. Similarly, the other scheme is like Uparthi Sitare program. So Uparthi Sitare program is nothing but SIDBI had a tie-up with Exim Bank. So SIDBI and Exim Bank had launched this Uparthi Sitare program. This is for export potential companies. So if you are already doing exports, or if you are in the process of going for exports, then you can avail under this scheme. Under this scheme, lot of interest very reduced interest rates are available, and the terms are very lighter, and there is a performance and milestone linked incentive. There will be a milestone will be given to you. If you achieve, based on that you will be getting an incentive. This is a very good scheme for export potential units. So basically the sectors which we look at is automobile, aerospace and defense, IT and ITS, pharma, etc. kind of thing. These are the thrust areas we give for under this scheme. So the funding will be like here there is no limit, even 40 crore, 50 crore also. What will happen? SIDBI and Exim Bank together will share the funding part. So the promoter contribution you need to bring in, for example, whatever 80% funding, that will be taken care by SIDBI and Exim Bank. So this is again, this is a SIDBI scheme. This was the first scheme we launched under this 100% funding model, SPEED. So SPEED is nothing but, if you see as on date, SIDBI is having an MOU with more than 55-60 original equipment manufacturers. So we had an MOU with them. Based on that, they will be passing on the leads to us based on the companies, because these machines are very, it's a very standard machine, and it is a high performance machine. Like it can be ACE, it can be LNW, it can be Jodi CNC, it can be Toshiba, it can be Milacron. So all OEMs is having tie-up. And whenever a lead comes to that OEM, they will be passing on to SIDB, and the SIDB will be funding. Because under the scheme, if you see, we will be able to fund even within a 3 days time also. It will not take much time, because we need not go for due diligence of the machinery supplier, because they are having MOE with SIDB. And the funding is also under 100% funding model. Up to 3 crore we can give under this scheme. 100% funding model, we take 25% as a cash margin from your side, and we keep it in FD, and we fund 75%. And one point, for the fixed deposit, yes, fixed deposit also, you see some private NBFCs are kind of thing. What they do, they also operate similar kind of product, but for the FD, they keep as an FD, they keep as a deposit, and they will not be paying any interest on that part. But SIDB, if you see today's date, the FD rate is almost 70%, 7% rate we are giving, which is best in the industry today. So whatever FD you are giving for the 25%, we are giving 7% interest rate, and for the 7%, which is on quarterly compounding. So the yield, if you see, it will be 7.2% kind of thing. So, and we charge 7.35 to 8%, maximum 8%. So that is how we operate for this for that 4E scheme. Of course, for the speed scheme, the interest rate will be like 8.5 in that range. So the interest rate you need not worry about on SIDB, because definitely it will be lesser than other banks. So the security deposit 25% you have to give, and 100% funding will be given under this OEM arrangement. This is speed, we call it as speed. So this is like Pratham. Pratham is nothing but wherever SIDB is not having OEM arrangement. So those schemes can be covered, and those requirements can be covered under this scheme. And one more thing, the second-hand machinery is not eligible under the earlier schemes. Whatever earlier schemes I have told, like green finance, of course imported second-hand machinery, yes, it is eligible. But domestic second-hand machinery is not eligible. So under this scheme, under this present scheme which you are seeing, we can do all second-hand financing under this scheme. So that is the benefit out of this scheme. Otherwise, the operating model is same only, similar to the earlier schemes. This is Star. This scheme, if you see, SIDBI is having a tie-up with Tata Solar, and we support this rooftop solars. So here also, if you see, from 25 kilowatt to 1 megawatt capacity, we fund under this project. And here the maximum loan amount we can give 3.5 crore under this scheme. So, okay, you may ask if today's scenario, if you see, for 1 megawatt capacity installation, the solar, the amount rooftop, for example, rooftop or any ground mount also, it takes almost, it starts from 5.25 crore or 5 crore, and it goes up to 6 crore time. So in case if you are coming for a say 1 megawatt with the 6 crore project cost, then we would be structuring your scheme, structuring your project. Like part of the scheme we cover under 4E scheme, and part of the thing we cover under Star or other our SIDB scheme. So that we will be structuring as per your requirement, which will be best suit to you. So this is how we are doing the rooftop. Under the rooftop, if you see, SIDBI is having a mandate of doing 1,000 rooftops all over India. So that we have committed to government, and we would be achieving that target also. So this is how we are supporting whatever the government initiatives or the greening initiatives. So this is a secured business loan. You would have all known about the LAP, loan against property. Nothing but this secured business loan. So the advantage of the secured business loan, this is based on collateral only. So if you are having a collateral which is within the municipal limit, if the value is 1 crore, we will be giving a maximum limit of 60%. So the 60% of the value of the land or your gross cash accruals. So we will be seeing your balance sheet. In that, gross cash accruals will be there. 60% of the gross cash accruals. That is nothing but profit plus your depreciation. We add that, and we will be seeing 60% of the value and into number of years. So say, for example, you are done a turnover, if your gross cash accrual is 10 lakh. So if you want, and you wanted a loan, how much amount you will get? Okay, you have given a collateral value, which is more than sufficient. So based on the gross cash accrual, if you see 6 lakh will be the gross cash accruals calculation. 6 lakh into, if you give for 5 years, 5, 6 or 30 lakh will be your maximum loan limit, provided your collateral value is more than 50 or 60 lakh. So that is how this is basically under this product. What is the major benefit is you can utilize for any business purpose. You can utilize for any research if you want to do. You can do it for marketing. You can do it for salary. You can use for salary. Any working capital purposes, any business related purposes, you can use it. So this scheme also why we have launched, because we were giving all traditional loans like for funding of machinery, land, building, those kind of things. When then customer came, so we have lot of other activity also in our day-to-day business. So how to take care of those business? Then we have launched this program, secured business loan. Yes, with the collateral. Okay, you have a collateral. Yes, you can take the loan from us, and you can utilize for any business purposes. You can use, even if you purchase, you can purchase land and building also. In case what, but only thing the utilization you have to show us. So if you are purchasing land and building, that will again be mortgaged to SIDBI. If you are utilizing for working capital, then there is no issue at all. So any you can purchase machinery out of this loan. So this is the very flexible scheme for any MSMEs. So and again the interest rate, yes, here it will be very our MCLR itself is around 8% only. So the interest rates will not go beyond 8.5, 8.6 in that range for any scheme if you take. So this is how we operate. The next scheme will be like this is the scheme. This is a plain vanilla. We call it plain vanilla. Any requirement of any customer we can cover under this scheme. So here only thing where we have some asset coverage ratio kind of thing will be there. So that asset coverage ratio, that is our internal ratios. So we cover up, we structure the loan and we will be giving under this product. So this scheme is applicable for any investment in land, building, machinery. So irrespective of earlier schemes, we cover under the scheme. We can give even up to 30 crore also under the scheme. So this is how we operate for under our direct finance. These are our direct finance scheme. Direct finance means directly we give to MSMEs. These are the schemes applicable for direct finance. And the working capital, yes. So some customers comes to SIDBI and they ask, sir, term loan you are giving, what about working capital? You should give working capital also. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
you're
yes.
audible.
Very much, Anburai. Very
Thank
much you are audible.
Thank you. So this is working capital. So some many MSMEs comes to us and they say, sir, okay, for term loan you are giving working capital, why you don't give? And we have started giving working capital also. So we have tie up presently. We have tie up with City Union Bank, Yes Bank, and IDBI Bank. We would be utilizing their platform. So for you, for any MSME, SIDBI will be the face. Actually, for giving the stock statement, for doing the renewal, for giving the documents, everything SIDBI will be the face. You will be using only the platform. SIDBI will be using only the platform of City Union Bank or Yes Bank or IDBI Bank. And for any tomorrow, if you wanted to deposit any check, you will be going to the bank. Any RTGS transfer, you will be going to the bank. Otherwise, everything is made through online. Your stock statement you will be sending us through online, or you will be uploading in our portal, and we will be giving the monthly drawing powers. So entire thing for SIDBI, for your MSMEs, SIDBI will be the face. So this is how the working capital also SIDBI is providing. So, and only restriction RBI has given in this regard is we cannot give standalone basis working capital. So if you are taking working capital, you have to necessarily take term loan also. That's so as a composite loan you can have. You can take some term loan and working capital. Or if you are already having term loan facility with SIDBI, now you want working capital, yes, we can give working capital. So this is how we operate. Yes, this is okay. Now I have completed all my SIDBI's direct finance schemes. Majorly, I have covered all direct finance schemes. So you can note it down. At the end, we can have a question and answer session. I will be explaining or I will be giving clarification as per your queries. So this is Receivables Exchange of India Limited. So if you see, sir, SIDBI, earlier we were operating invoice discounting and bill discounting. So this Receivable Exchange of India Limited operation is nothing but invoice discounting or bill discounting. So here the advantage, here lot of advantages there. So here the purchase, I will just explain the process, how it works actually. So here two things will be there. MSMEs, we term it as sellers, and large corporates, maybe some L&D or maybe some bigger corporates are there. Let us take an example for L&T. So L&T is a large corporate. Large corporate is that we term it as purchaser. So here they are Receivable Exchange of India Limited. At present, they are giving for a limit to the purchaser. So purchaser, for example, a large corporate is in the platform. Say L&T is in the platform RXL. So now many MSME customers will be supplying to many MSME customer will be supplying to L&T. Okay, supplying to L&T. So once they are supplying, how the process happens? So if an MSME is supplying, he will be raising an invoice, and the invoice will go to the L&T department, and L&T what they do, as per their terms, they make the payment. So the terms vary from 30 days to 90 days or 100 days. So based on their product and their profile and everything, that agreement will be there between the purchaser and seller. So here under the Receivable Exchange of India Limited, what is the benefit? You will be getting in maximum of 48 or 72 hours actually. So today MSMEs are supplying to the L&T, and the MSMEs will upload the invoice. For that registration is required. Yes, that L&T will come and register in RxL platform. Similar way the sellers, MSME 1, MSME 2. So whatever who are all the MSMEs applying to L&T, they also need to register in the RxL platform. So now both are registered in the platform. So now the MSME has supplied some material to L&T. So the as per that payment, normal payment term, if you see, if they are not in the platform, the normal payment terms will be the MSME will be getting at the 60th day or 90th day or 100th day, whatever it is, or 30th day, 15th day, as per their normal terms, basically, as they will be having a term signed actually. Based on that, they will be getting. Under this platform, what will happen? The MSME, on the day he supplies, he will be uploading the invoice in the portal. So that portal will travel to L&T. L&T will see the invoice and he will acknowledge and he will approve. Yes, these products I have received, and he will approve in the platform. Once he approves, that invoice will go for auction in the system. So here what is happening? Purchasers are already registered in the platform. Sellers are already registered in the platform. Similarly, many banks are also, almost all the banks have registered in the platform, including SIDBI. So all banks are available in the platform. So once MSME uploads the invoice, it goes to the L&T, and from L&T it goes to the platform for auction. So when it's go for auction, the banks will give their codes actually. Every bank will give their code. For example, one bank will give, bank one will give like 7%, another bank will give like 8%, some other bank will give like 6.8. So here the lowest what interest rate whoever is offering, they will get that bill discounted. So this is how it is operate. Here, what is happening? The MSMEs are getting benefit to a large extent, because since there is an auction system and the interest rate, they will be getting a very finer rates under the platform, and it takes care. And on the due date, okay, on the due, there will be a due date for that payment. So now what is happening? The MSMEs are getting the payment immediately. Within 72 hours, they are getting the payment. On the due date, there will be a due date for any invoice. On the due date, L&T, on the due date, the L&T will be making the payment to the banker. That is how it operates. So the MSMEs have already got the payment. Now the payment needs to be received by the bank. On the due date, the L&T will make directly payment to the bankers who had discounted the invoice. This is how it operates. The objective is to address the critical needs of MSME, that is prompt financing of trade receivables, trade based on buyer's credit rating. So here buyers means the purchaser basically. So this is how it operates. Of course, seller wise limit, that was be in earlier days. If you see seller wise limit, also we were operating based on certain collateral or something we were operating, but at present we are not doing. In fact, RxL, they are also working on that part also. We can see. So next is the CGTMSE. Yes, CGTMSE, if you see, this is a very impactful scheme for government or bank or anyone, in fact, because you see during 90s, so if a bank is going to lend without a collateral or third-party guarantee, banks were hesitant to fund, because there should be some collateral, because the banking industry was evolving during those days. So without collateral, getting a loan was literally, it is very difficult during those days. And or third-party guarantee, that is surety, we call it, surety. Without surety or third-party guarantee, banks were not giving loan. To overcome that issue, SIDBI and Ministry of MSME, so we have contributed some corpus. SIDBI has contributed some corpus of 500 crore during those days, and Government of India, Ministry of MSME also contributed around 2,000 crore, and the CGTMSE was set up. It is a trust basically. CGTMSE was set up, and for giving credit guarantees. So here how it operates, credit guarantee, CGTMSE says to the bank that you give loan to this customer. In case of any default, I am guaranteeing the loan, and I will be paying you certain percentages. So the percentages varies from 75 to 85 percentages here. So here how it operates. So okay, if an MSME is walking to the customer, so he is not having any collateral, maybe and this scheme, but the CGTMSE scheme is very much useful for first generation entrepreneurs. So first generation entrepreneurs, they will not be having any, for them it will be very difficult to offer any collateral or even third party guarantee also. it will be very difficult for the first generation. Of course, second generation entrepreneurs, yes, his father would have been a business, they will be having some asset, or his father will come and give guarantee. That way he can manage to get the loan. But for a first generation entrepreneur, yes, it is very difficult. So CGTMSE, after CGTMSE, lot of new greenfield projects have started coming up. So here how it operates. If an MSME, the MSME walks into the SIDBI customer, any bank, including SIDBI, and they will be talking, okay, I wanted to purchase some 4 machineries and working capital limit. Then they will be covering under CGTMSE. So here what will happen if the bank sanctions the limit under sanctions the loan and working capital if required, and they will be filling the details. Everything is digitalized. Then they will be filling the details in the CGTMSE portal, and within 24 hours, CGTMSE gives the guarantee approval to the bank. So because whatever guarantee applications are uploaded in a day, so there is a system of 11 o'clock, automatically the system will run. If all the parameters meets the CGTMSE requirement, everything is system validated, and the next day morning you will be having the guarantee approval. The banks will be having the guarantee approval. The CGTMSE gives the guarantee to the bank that in case the borrower fails or due to genuine reasons, then CGTMSE will be compensating 75 to 85% of the loan amount or the outstanding as on the date. So here you can see the thing whether recovery will be there. Yes, the MSME fail, there will be a recovery process will be there as per bank guideline. It's not that the MSME is taken loan under CGTMSE and subsequently there will not be any requirement. It's not like that. The recovery process the banks need to do as per their internal policy guidelines. So here the main features of the scheme, if you see, sir, recently we have changed a lot of modification in the credit guarantee scheme. So initially, if you see, when the scheme started, it started with 50 lakh and then it enhanced to 1 crore. And at present, the CGTMSE guarantees maximum of 2 crore loan amount. 2 crore loan amount. The project can be even higher. So here the guarantee under the guarantee scheme, maximum loan amount covered is 2 crore. So 2 crore. If in case earlier what happened, if a entity goes for a loan, once 2 crore, if he has availed, even his entire loan amount has been closed, still the customer will not be eligible earlier. So recently, 6 months back, only a major change was brought in. Like the CGTMSE will be guaranteeing based on the limit. Actually, it's a limit kind of thing. Now it is guaranteeing. Like 2 crore loan you have taken, yes. So now you have prepaid some 1 crore rupee. So now again you wanted to go for investment in some machinery or land and building or any investments, working capital. So then what will happen? The gap of 1 crore again you can cover under CGTMSE. That is the biggest change recently brought. And under that Vision 2, SIDBI Vision 2, another major activity was like earlier CGTMSE scheme. If you wanted to avail CGTMSE benefit, there should not be any collateral. So now what happened? We have given a hybrid collateral security model has been launched. So for example, if you are taking 5 crore loan and CGTMSE will give 2 crore, you have collateral value maybe like 2 crore only you have collateral. With that, the banks are not comfortable funding you 5 crore rupee in case. So if that is the case, what will happen? The bank can take 2 crore collateral and 2 crore CGTMSE cover and fund you 5 crore rupees. So this is the modification we have done. With this, what is happening? The bankers are also very much comfortable because they have 2 crore collateral and 2 crore CGTMSE guarantee, and they are funding you 5 crore rupees. So this is how we operate. We call it as hybrid collateral security model. So that we have recently launched. And one more thing, major change recently what we bought is like working capital. For working capital limit, CGTMSE was providing guarantee for a period of maximum 10 years only. So beyond 10 years, because what is the purpose is like it should not be a perpetual guarantee kind of thing, because working capital, it will never stop actually. It is like a perpetual kind of thing. So CGTMSE, what CGTMSE thought was, okay, why we should give guarantee to a single customer always? It has to go to various customer. That is the reason we have capped that 10 years time. So beyond 10 years. So now subsequently what happened? Beyond 10 years, the problem with the banker or the bank problem with the MSMEs is that banker says you have to bring in collateral, because after 10 years, CGTMSE is not giving guarantee. Either you have to give collateral or you have to go out of our bank. This is how the banks will operate. the banks have indicated. So that is a difficulty the banks felt actually. Then now what we have made, now CGTMSE will be giving continuous guarantee. For every 5 year, we will be giving guarantee for in respect of working capital, and the post 5 year period there will be a small review by CGTMSE how the unit is performing. Some minimum financial data we collect, and we just give the approval for that. So this is how these are the major changes we have made. And the guarantee fee, yes, earlier if you see the guarantee fee was almost 1.5 1.8 percentage it was there. Now almost 50 to 60 percentage reductions happened in guarantee fee. You can visit the CGTMSE site, sir. You will be getting all the information on how CGTMA operates and how CGTMSE fee structure is made. And as on date, if you see, there is the total guaranteed portfolio of CGTMSE had crossed more than 2 lakh crore actually. So total live outstanding is itself is 2 lakh crore we have actually. This is the quantum CGTMSE has. The number of beneficiaries I can say. Here the only restriction is the CGTMSE cannot guarantee medium enterprises. So this is applicable for only micro and small enterprises. So now the micro and small enterprises definition is also very much wider. So so till up to 10 crore investment in plant and machinery and 50 crore turnover, you are still under small only. So that is how the definition is. So this is a very, very impactful scheme of Ministry of MSME and SIDBI as well. And here, if you see, sir, all banks, in fact, you can think whether any bank will give this guarantee loan under guarantee. Yes, all commercial banks, private bank, all major NBFCs, scheduled cooperative banks, all almost, and the financial corporations, state financial corporations, all are member lending institution of CGTMSE. So everybody is having tie up with CGTMSE. So you can walk in any bank and you can take loan under this scheme. Yeah, this is yeah. If you see, sir, of late we are taking lot of initiatives in every state government, and Tamil Nadu we are having lot of impactful programs for Tamil Nadu. Like we have 9 branches in Tamil Nadu, and the loan outstanding is more than now it has crossed 2,500 crore. I am to update that 2,500 crores. It is a direct finance. I am talking about direct finance benefiting more than 1,500 MSME units directly. And SIDBI has launched SIDBI Cluster Development Fund. During previous year, we have launched this cluster development fund. Under this scheme, SIDBI sanctions loan to government of Tamil Nadu for development of common infrastructure. So here already a couple of projects are going on. Like in Ambattur, we are supporting workman hostel. We are giving funding of around 50 crore for that hostel, and we are giving at a very, very low interest rate. It is a repo minus interest rates we are giving to state government. And this year also we have sanctioned more than 400 crore we have sanctioned during the current year, and the availment also around 60 to 70 crore availment is there under the scheme. So this scheme is very much impactful. We are giving for all common infrastructure like medical park which is coming in Oragadam, that also we are supporting common effluent treatment plant or cold chain infra or drinking water infrastructure of institutions. So roads, bridges, every project SIDBI is supporting it's working along with state governments. So, and the promotion and development, yes. So promotion and development activity, you see, this is very much required now to have a balanced regional growth actually. So for that, we do a lot of promotion and development activity. So one thing is this Maitri, these are some support we give out of corporate CSR. We give education, we give support by way of take care of their food, shelter, and medical attention. We give some grant. So this is how we operate. We give a lot of things for the NGOs who are working for the who are not able to meet their livelihood daily. So those things we do. through this. And we give a lot of technical support also, like giving skilling in embroidery, pattern making, or tailoring. So we give a lot of trainings in manufacturing. I will be covering in subsequent slides those points. So initiatives in Tamil Nadu ODOP. ODOP, you all know, one district, one product, which was launched by Government of India. So under this ODOP scheme, we have adopted like Tutukurin was our this thing, and we have given more than 30 women entrepreneurs. They got trained and they have displayed their product. Basically, this product, if you see the main purpose of having this kind of P&D, promotion and development activity, is three main agenda. Like first one will be the skilling, and the second thing will be the marketing, and the third will be the credit connect. So the skilling, credit connect, and the market connect, these three are the most important point for any microfinance customers. Microfinance means, I will say, like the monthly turnover maybe around 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, or 1 lakh. So very, very the lower bottom of the pyramid, if you see. So for them, we do a lot of this kind of activity, and we have trained 30 women entrepreneurs, and who started manufacturing marine products basically at Tuticorin, and they are selling, and we support them through like Credit Connect also. I will just touch upon the thing in the coming slides. So these are the initiatives in Tamil Nadu. So MOU has been signed between SIDBI and the SIDBI and Tamil Nadu government. So under this scheme, we are designing lot of schemes to support equity support or interest subvention. We are doing even process of onboarding MSMEs into digital platform. So here a lot of things we are working along with the state government, and for working with the state government and SIDBI to coordinating, we have a project management unit. Actually, 2-member team is available at our office anytime. They will be coordinating between SIDBI and the Tamil Nadu state government, so that there is having a seamless flow of information, and there is no communication gaps between the departments. And these are the activities we do along with the state government. So Swavalamban mission, if you see, objective of the mission is to induce entrepreneurship culture among youth, unserved, underserved segments by disseminating information on entrepreneurship. So this Swavalamban is nothing but self-reliant. Swavalamban is the meaning is self-reliant. So even today in the last 3 days, we are conducting on Swavalamban Mela here at what you call Valluvar Kota. So that advertisement also I have placed here. I will show you. So here what is happening, we have given a stalls for almost 50 micro enterprises or microfinance beneficiaries. I will put it microfinance beneficiaries. So they do like hygienic food, like in based on the organic food. They will be doing some what you call palm tree products, and silk made of ornaments made of silk, all very, very low. Even some Narikorovas, they are also shown there. They are coming for displaying their products. This kind of thing, we have given some around 50 stalls, and we will be supporting them with a technical session. Every day technical session will be there, how to develop their product, how to sell their product. And the Credit Connect, we have roped in some of the NBFCs and smaller banks or microfinance institutions, those who will be funding to them for further scope. And the Market Connect, of course, we give through this technical session, and we also educate them to onboard to various online platforms also. So if you see today's scenario, ONDC, that is a ONDC one platform is there for exclusively for marketing things. So any MSMEs can do the marketing there. This is how the mission Swavalamban, under this mission Swavalamban, we do a lot of activities supporting microfinance and microfinance entrepreneurs. So this is the we have what are the things we have done. Silai school in stitching schools. Well, 1,000 stitching schools have been established in 10 districts, and these are the things. So Stand Up India scheme, this I already covered. So every commercial bank have to give one loan to SCST and one loan to women borrower. So the loan amount can be 10 lakh to 100 lakh. So up to 10 lakh, of course, you have a Mudra scheme. Under that Mudra scheme, you will be able to avail. So beyond that, 10 lakh to 100 lakh. So it will be for one SCST entrepreneur and one women entrepreneur. They can avail the benefit under the scheme. So here the main 3 pillars of the Stand Up India scheme is like handholding and providing information on financing and credit guarantee. So for this Stand Up India scheme also, there is an exclusive credit guarantee scheme operated by NCGTC, or the Stand Up India scheme can also be covered under CGTMSE also, which I have explained earlier. So Udyami Mitra portal, this I have told you, this is basically a marketplace. It's a marketplace kind of thing. So here you will get a lot of information. If you Google Udyami Mitra, you will get this portal. Here, a lot of information like end-to-end solution, not only for credit, it will be giving information on credit plus services also. So credit plus is nothing but if you see SIDBI is giving finance, that is credit. Credit plus is nothing but we are giving guarantee, we are supporting startups, we are giving online portal for sanctioning loan. So all credit plus approaches, receivable finance, that is invoice discounting. So these are the credit plus products. So here you will get all information on the credit as well as credit plus product. Under the scheme, you can even apply for loan also. Up to maximum 10 crore you can apply. Many banks have onboarded in the portal, and the application will directly flow to the bank, and they will be processing your loan requirements. Udyami Mitra portal. And the PSB loans in 59 minutes. Yes, this this is a fintech platform basically. So here it is for existing company. Within 59 minutes, you will be getting the provisional sanction certificate. So here, what are the things it do? You should have or it does. Basically, it will be checking the GST portal. Then your due diligence like CIBIL details will be captured. Then your GST details will be captured. Then your bank statement you have to upload. So based on this data, it will be analyzing, the algorithm will run and it will be analyzing the data, and at the end, it will be giving the final data as well as the in principle sanction approvals, in principle loan sanction approvals to the customer. So before giving the in principle approval, the customer has the option to select which branch you want, which bank or which bank and which branch you want. So that also, once you complete the journey, at the end of the journey, it will be asking you which location you are. You have to put your PIN code. Based on your PIN code, what are the banks will be visible. You can select the bank and you have to submit it. On submission, you will be immediately getting the in principle sanction letter. So if you carry that letter to the bank, banks will be able to lend in a very, very faster manner, because the bank is already having all your data, like your GST data is available, your ITR data details are available, your bank statement is available. So with that data, the banks will be able to give in a very, very faster manner. So PM Swanidhi, of course, you all might be knowing this. PM Swanidhi is nothing but it's a scheme for street vendors. So here what is happening, SIDBI is only administering this project, and CGTMS is giving guarantee under this scheme, for this PM Swanidhi scheme. This scheme is operated by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Government of India, and SIDBI is administering the scheme and CGTMS is giving the guarantee. So under the scheme, if you see, we have launched during the end of the government had launched during the end of COVID or post-COVID kind of things, you can see, even during the end of the COVID period. So for street vendors, 10,000 rupees the banks have to give. So banks and other like financial institutions all are eligible under the scheme. So 10,000 on successful payment of 10,000, another 20,000, and on successful payment of 20,000, another 50,000. That's how the scheme operates. So this was a very, very impactful scheme. On more than 65 lakh beneficiaries are there under this PM Swanidhi scheme, all street vendors. So they were literally suffering post-COVID, because street vendors, for them, there is no other avenues other than selling in the streets. So this scheme was very much impactful. And SIDBI was also proud to be a partner with the Government of India, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So MSc CDP, yes, there is a cluster development program. So we do a lot of support for cluster development, any common infrastructure, be it common infrastructure or be it what you call any industrial parks kind of thing. SIDBI supports the funding part. There will be funding part also can be done by under this MSc CDP program. So Government of India programs, there are a lot of subsidies available, but at present some subsidies are kept under abeyance. Otherwise, SIDBI was the only nodal agency. When the subsidy schemes were launched, SIDBI was the only nodal agency for transferring the subsidy to the beneficiaries. Subsequently, many other banks have become nodal agency, but initially SIDBI was the only nodal agency. So this is the process flow. You see, of late, we have done entire thing digital. So starting from online application till the documentation part or disbursement, entire thing is online. So online application, or the time of online application only, we do the eKYC, we take your ITR, bank statement and GST, and it will be done, and e-signing you will be doing. On e-signing, Siddhi will get the online application, and the financial assistance will be sanctioned as per their norms. And subsequently documentation. Yes, documentation also we have made it online. No paper signature is required. You have to simply put your OTP through your other authentication will be there. You have to put your OTP. On giving your OTP, the document will get signed. So online application, it is online. And for online application also, you see SIDBI branch is located in the city. And if you see in the recent past, a lot of industrial estates have come in. Like all industrial estates are located minimum of 25 to 50 kilometers distance. So for any customer coming here, it is very difficult. So that is the reason SIDBI, we have engaged two customer service associates. He would be traveling to your unit, and he will be sitting at your unit, and he will be completing the online application. Okay, you are well versed with the technology. Yes, then you can just discuss with my customer service associate, and he will be helping you how to complete the online application. That is also possible. Otherwise, for the customer service, what you have done, our people will travel to your place, and they will be putting the online application at your end only. Because for you coming to branch or bank, it will be very difficult. One entire day will go away. So if you are traveling from Trimudivakam or Irungatukode or Sriperumbudur, entire day will go away for you. That is the reason. Just we are giving whatever way we can support MSMEs. We are doing all means. And the sanction of financial assistance, yes, that is also entire thing is digital. No pen and pencil paper is required, and during the entire process. Even documentation is also online. Even our disbursement, release of payment, that also we do. Everything we do online only. So the entire journey is paperless journey from client origination to loan management. Entire thing is online we have made. So this is, I think with this my presentation, of course, I have completed. So this only I want, my humble request, if anybody is at Chennai, you please visit this Vadalam and Mela. This will be our small contribution to the micro entrepreneurs or micro finance beneficiaries. So here almost 50 stalls we have given. Entire thing is funded by SIDBI only. Almost around 30 lakh we are spending on this total arrangement. More than 30 lakh we are spending, and we have given almost 50 stalls to microfinance beneficiaries, and to display their product, to how to get the loan, everything, technical session, everything we are giving them. Today is the last day basically. So morning 10 to evening 9, the products will be displayed. You can just visit and you can see, if required you can purchase. So this is how, and today is the last day for this program. So I think with this I will be completing. So this is my mail ID and my mobile number. So I will be available anytime. You can call me, even if I'm not able to pick my call due to some other reason. I will be definitely calling you back. So thank you very much. So now we can go to a question answer session. So based on, yes, back to Mr. Gopi, sir.
Thank you, Anburai. Nice session. So we'll keep the floor open for question answers now. So participants, you may please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Good morning, Mr. Anburai.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Please tell me, sir.
See, what is the cost per megawatt? What is the cost per megawatt? You said around.
Yeah, per megawatt, sir.
Yes.
So per megawatt, it ranges from 5.2 to 6 crores, sir. So it depends on the cost of the panel. If you are going for Tata panel kind of thing, it costs around 5.7 to 6. And it depends on the EPC also. So whoever is implementing partner, so they will be giving you AMC for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So it depends on your arrangement with them, sir. Generally, the range will be like 5.2 to 6.
Okay. What is the land area requirement for 1 megawatt?
Sir, land area will be for 1 megawatt. If you are putting ground mount, it will be around 3 acres, sir. Because earlier it used to take almost 4 acres. Now the technology has improved. So now the latest solar panels, I think around, if I'm not very clear, but it will be in the range of 2.5 to 3 acres. You can have 1 megawatt.
Okay. This whatever the startup program can avail loan for the land plus the equipments. Is it possible at the
Sir, here for solar, If you see presently, SIDBI is supporting ground what do you call it? It's a captive. So if you are having a captive consumption is nothing but you are already running a unit wherein your electricity power consumption is more, and you wanted to set off that. So at least 51 percentage, if you are having a captive, then we are giving directly to the MSME customers balance sheet. So
Okay,
now
because
how you are planning, sir? You wanted to set up a new unit for power generation?
Yes, if I want to set up a new unit for the power generation and club it with the government, which is exporting power to the government.
Yeah.
Is it possible for?
Sir, that's what. Here, what will be there, sir? We need to study on this part actually. Should be if you see now, we are doing all captive consumptions only. Power generation also, there is no restriction in doing, but only thing you have to see the viability, sir. Because you are taking 5 crore, 6 crore loan, and the selling only to the company, whether that will be viable, that you need to work out. If you give a project report and working out your viability, yes, definitely with some collateral or something, we can definitely look into the project.
Thank you.
Yeah. So because the comfort in captive is already you have an income stream. You are already having some electricity consumption you are paying to government. So if you are investing for you, that will be more beneficial. So if you are starting as a new company, sir, okay, if you are established company, power generation company, like a couple of years you are running the industry and you are able to manage your business, because by what will happen if you are having a solar company for 5 years, 6 years, definitely you might be having a large number of megawatts, and most of the megawatts you will not be making any loan may not be there. So if you are coming now, so that things we can work out, because your cash flow will work out. Only thing we need to see the cash flows. If your cash flows work out, yes, definitely we can fund.
One more question. The first generation, what are the scope of business to start in the green as a greenfield project? Which recommendation has been given by SIDBI?
Sorry,
any specific industries which has been like no, it will be granted by SIDBI very easily. So this is the scope of entering to a first generation.
First generation entrepreneur, we don't get into what a person can do, because that is your skill and your requirement and what is your expertise. So maybe first generation entrepreneur, yes, he would have studied some what you call ITA. He would have completed ITA or any engineering graduate who knows very much knowledge in CNC and operating CNC and in and out of this tool making kind of thing. Then definitely he has to choose. So we will not be able to tell which industry you should choose or get into, sir. So some people will be doing some plastic may you would have done like a CPET kind of thing. You would have done a course there, and he will be starting industry in plastic. So we support that only. Basically, for a greenfield project, what we see, whether you will be able to run that industry or not. What is the expertise you have, or what is the experience you have? Okay, if you are going to a unknown industry, or without any knowledge you are getting into, then we also guide the customer, like why can't you take one technical person who is already running a unit or who is already having a technical expertise, so you both can come for a loan. So then the loan process will be, for the loan sanctioning also, that will be simple for them. It will be very easier or simple. So that's how we guide them basically. But which industry to choose, that the promoter needs to check it, right, sir?
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good
Please
morning,
go.
sir.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Please.
Good morning, sir. This is Subhadra. I'm calling from Coimbatore. I have a question to you, sir. We are a first generation entrepreneur doing millet-based value-added products manufacturing. I would like to know, like, what could be the options of taking land come building, because we are working in a rented building, so we would like to have a bigger infrastructure for going for exports and other opportunities, since it is being observed as International Millet Year for this year. Which loan would be a better loan, sir? I mean, which scheme shall I choose?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, you see, if you wanted to go for land and building, then you first thing you need to understand about your business only. First thing, what is your turnover? And because land and building investment is very easy, but the what you call this will block your entire working capital. That is the only thing you have to see. Okay, you have a very good turnover or very good cash flow, So because whatever investment you make in land and building, that is not going to earn you for next 4 or 5 years. The rental amount will be less, but rental amount, the investment cost will be definitely, it will be higher. For that too, for investment in land and building, which is what we call it as non-income generating activity. So non-income generating activity, because the millet, if you invest in machinery or if you expand your business, definitely your cash flow will be high. So now I don't know your size of operation. So if you are having a good size of operation and you are staying in a rental premises and you wanted to go for land and building, yes, any banker will fund, including SIDBI.
Okay, sir. Actually, we have been 5 years since with the startup, and in a position we wanted to have, because for FDA kind of a certifications, we need to have a better infrastructure. In a rental building, whatever we work out, I think it is something which I have to leave it and go. So that's the reason we were thinking whether we can get into our own place and premises where we can do some better way of, the infrastructures and everything, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So Coimbatore, you can visit, ma'am. We have a branch there
Okay.
in at Balasundaram Road near that old
Okay.
RT office, Anna
Okay.
Salai.
Okay.
So you can visit there. You can get guidance from them.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So, yes, ma'am.
Thank
So
you, sir. It was a
so
great presentation, sir. We had a lot of knowledge of whatever SIDBI is doing. We acquired. Thank you very much, sir, for the
thank you, ma'am.
presentation.
Here only one point I want to thrust is, if you want to put in money in like land and building, then you have to think, because that land and building is not going to earn any income other than the rental portion. So that
Yes.
we have to you have to calculate and see where you stand, and accordingly you have to invest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understood. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Sir, good morning. My name is Vela Idam.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, it's a wonderful presentation. It's created a wide range of awareness for people like me. I would like to be in touch with you, sir. Where I can meet you, sir.
Sir, my office is located. I have not given my address in Anna Salai, sir. Anna Salai. I'll just write it here.
Okay, I'll take it from you, sir. No problem.
Yeah, this is my contact number, sir. You can call me. I will share you my address, sir.
Okay, sir.
My contact number and mail ID is both are available here. So
Okay.
you can call me anytime, sir. I will give you the information.
Yes, sir. I'll come and meet you. Yeah. Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, AABN, for organizing this very informative session. Special thanks to Gopi, sir.
Welcome, Leela. Yeah, Tirupati.
Yeah, this is Tirupati here. I just would like to understand, you are talking.
Tirupati, you're not audible.
Oh, okay, 1 minute. Unmute. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, please go on, sir. Anand Kumar.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Yes, sir, I would like to know the customer service associate number in Coimbatore, sir.
Okay. I will, sir. You please call me. I will tell you, sir.
Sir, your number, sir, please.
I will give, sir. Because now at present I don't have, sir, customer service.
Okay.
But you can visit our office, sir. That will be better actually.
Okay, Ji. Thank you, Ji.
It is at Balasundaram Road. You can visit
Yes,
our
sir.
office and they will be guiding you.
Yes, sir, I got it, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Tirupati, go on, Tirupati.
Is it visible? Is it hearing now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Thank you, Mr. Anburai, for giving us an insight about the SIDBI. We would like to know, I am interested in going for an invoice financing, actually. So I would like to concentrate on a very small enterprises, which you are talking about, the traders and all these things. These are for reasonably medium-sized and big corporates. So I'm interested in entering into where a 5 lakh rupees invoice, 3 lakh rupees invoice being given to the medium-sized corporate. So these kind of things we wanted to have a kind of a tie-up and actually for invoice financing, where small enterprises are not able to know about these exchanges and seeing that invoices and all these things. So how you can help? Is it possible for you to?
Sir, actually, SIDBI is also working on one project. At present, on pilot basis, we are giving exactly you have asked, good you have asked that point. So we call it a GST Sahai. Presently, we are doing for our existing customer. What we do, our existing customer, we take their invoice from GST portal and we discount against that, because the MSME because presently we are doing that, but going forward we would be doing for other customer also. At present, for existing customer, what we do, we take the GST invoice from the GST portal of the customer, and we discount that and we give the amount immediately. Maximum of at present we are capped at 5 lakh 10 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
So exactly it will be matching your requirement. So please be in touch with me, sir. I will give more insights on that going forward.
Great. That'll be great. And have you done anything on the lab-grown diamonds? Actually, in Tamil Nadu, is there any projects that has come up with that?
For invoice discounting, you mean to say?
Not invoice discounting as a project, new projects. Because it is more of Surat, Gujarat-based business. Lab-grown diamonds industry.
No, here at my level it has not come, sir.
Yeah, lab grown. They are starting in IIT Madras, Tirupati. I think it's not at that scale. IIT Madras is now planning. Some fund has been released.
Okay, so for research they are doing.
Yeah. You can. I mean, lot of thing is there on IIT Madras lab grown diamond.
Great.
I don't know whether.
No problem. So the invoice financing, I will get in touch.
Yeah, please, sir, please.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Anburai, this is Vishwanath.
Good
I have 4 questions. I'll make it. Actually, we are running a very successful unit. We have grown 50%, 51% year on year last 5 years. So we now have a CGT MSE. We took 1.1 crore and again the balance 90 lakhs. The bank, UCO Bank is our bank, and they were insisting you take. Actually, we do not know what to do with the money, but anyway, we have applied and taken. Now, my problem is my consultant is not allowing me to diversify. He says, you are doing so well. Why do you want to diversify? I mean, it's better to keep on increasing the capacity, but we are a technology driven company. We are making, what we do is we make underground storage tanks, FRP tanks for water storage, bioseptic tank, which is doing very well. We are like a monopoly. And we have about 18 dealers. Many are from AABN itself. And now my consultant says, you simply keep going, just keep making. But we want to enter into drones, some parts for battery e-vehicles. There are some 10 products we want to do. So we thought it is better to have a separate company. Now, my question is like this. I'm 62. I mean, is it a deterrent? At my age, I mean, SIDBI, how does it view a 62-year-old entrepreneur? This is question number 1. My second question is, you have said for greenfield projects, industrial estate you will finance. But suppose it's private land, will that also be considered? This is my question number 2 for your greenfield project. Question 3 is, when you say collateral, land as collateral, they ask, land with building. They say empty land, and that too wet land we will not touch. Though the market value may be high, when it comes to valuation, they say it has no value. And if we have to get it converted to, the bribe is something like 10,000 rupees a cent is what they are asking for converting the land to. That is a bribe rate that is going on. So my question is, do you take the value, market value? That is the thing, and this is a question, and yeah, these are the questions I want to ask.
Age generally we don't see. Only thing while doing our appraisal, we say okay, maybe 60 years is not a big age, sir. First of all, so we don't have any this thing. Only thing we see, what is the second line of business, who will take care, those things only we see. It depends. If it is a private limited company, then these things will be taken care. This just only we have to make a comment. Okay. Second generation, who is going to take care of the business, that is the thing. So second line of business we call it as. So that is not a criteria, sir. We don't see age as a criteria at SIDBI. And the second point which you asked is private land. Yes, private land also we are funding, sir. We will be funding private land also. So it is eligible. Private land also we can fund, and we can give for building also. So that point which you are asking is like a collateral. Collateral. So the land, yes. So the land should be in the municipal area. It should be an approved land. Sir. That is required. So we cannot take agriculture land or unapproved land.
So if it's approved as an industrial land, you will take it.
Yeah. Yes. We will take. And we take that market value. Based on the market value only, we assess.
Thank you. I will come and meet you because
Yeah, please, sir. I hope you have noted my
I have
mobile number.
I am in Chennai only.
Yeah, you please call me, sir. We can have a meeting.
We are also looking for whoever has become our channel partners. They are also doing very well. In fact, they are the people who do the installation of our tanks. They are also doing very well. So we want
great,
if entrepreneurs want to come, you can direct them to us, and we'll help them set up a business for them.
Yeah. Sure, sir. We will be in touch, sir.
Yeah, with no investment. We will do all the support.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir, good morning. This is Bhaskar from Chennai.
Yeah, please, sir. So, tell me, sir.
Sir, you have done a nice presentation. It's very user-friendly and very simple and sweet. Thank you. Thank you for the same.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, I have two queries or clarifications. First thing is that you have said about Exim Bank, collaboration with Exim Bank. We are doing more exports and imports. So what type of help or improvement we may get, sir? Any just outline, I will get in touch with you personally. Before that, what are the... See, we are doing around 40 crores export and 30 crores imports per year.
Okay. You are a manufacturing company, right?
Yes, sir. Manufacturing in heat exchanger, oil and gas sector. We are doing around 200 crore turnover.
Okay.
In super factory in super.
Sir, here Chennai, if you are at Chennai, sir, I will request you to visit our office because our office is in the second floor and Exim Bank is in the fourth floor. So yes, same building only. So if you come, if you come, I can arrange for a meeting and Exim Bank also I will call them and we can have a discussion and we can work on how, because for exports, there are a lot of schemes available which many MSMEs are not aware actually. Even I am also not aware fully because that is a product of Exim Bank. So definitely, if you visit our office, sir, we can have a meeting with Exim Bank also. So you will get benefited out of that.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. Sir, one more small query. You said about trade receivable discounting system.
Yes, sir.
We have already onboarded into M1 exchange 1 year back. The similar platform, M1 exchange.
Yeah. Yes.
Like RXIL.
Correct.
We have done 2 discounting. It was okay. But now recently we trade with IOCL. We are our supply customers are mainly PSUs.
Okay.
We have traded with IOCL, but what happened? IOCL, they have taken a lot of time to generate the GRN. See, this portal starts working as soon as the GRNs counted, GRN get approved or entered in that portal. From there, this one. But unfortunately, IOCL delayed GRN for more than a month for a particular case. That means we have gone for bill discounting system for immediate working capital purpose only, but the purpose got defeated. Anyway, we have taken up with M1 exchange. This is okay just for. I think there won't be any. The similar problem will be there in RXIL also, sir. Or there won't be any.
No, sir. Exactly, I'm not able to get what is the exact reason. I'm not able to get.
Yes,
but if it is a technical reason, we don't know. But generally, these things will not happen, sir. And being RXIL, being public sector, basically SIDBI and NSE. And if you see, there is a big mandate from Government of India also for all CPSUs, Central Public Sector Undertakings, all CPSUs needs to be onboarded on RXL or any TREDS platform. That's what.
Yes, sir.
So RXL, if you see, majorly all central government entities are onboarded there. So,
yes, sir. Correct.
You can just, I can share you the person who is taking care of RXL at Chennai. You can have a word with him, sir. So he will be giving you more insights on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for clarifying. I will talk to you. I will come and meet you by next week.
Please, sir. Any day you
Thank
can
you,
come,
sir. Thank you.
Before coming, just give me a call, sir. So I
Yes,
should
sir.
be
Please,
available.
definitely. Without call, I will not come. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Because I will be going for visit or some other meetings. So please
Yes,
call
sir.
me and come. We can meet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Anburai,
Yes, sir.
good afternoon. Very nice presentation. Thank you very much for that. I have two questions. One is recently we have registered through RxIL platform, and a couple of days back we have also received our payment from L&T. It was really useful so that we can also release our payment to our suppliers on time. So first of all, I would like to thank you for that. One question from Mr. Bhaskar, that GRN upload. I think normally all the PSUs and the public sector companies, they take at least 30 days to upload the GRN. So that is the minimum time required for them. I think if he is getting in 30 days, that itself is a good thing. So we got that in 31 days, and within 2 days of time, RxIL released the amount, sir. So thank you for that. What I would like to ask the question is, suppose if I want to know about the buyer who is in the RxIL platform, how to know that, sir? Is there any list who are all registered with RxIL? This is question number one. And question number two is about 4 or 5 years back, that PSB loan, 59 minutes loan, I applied, and we have selected the Punjab National Bank. But the banks are reluctant to process that loan immediately. So how to take it forward, sir? Is there any ombudsman program to take it up with SIDBI and move forward? Because once the processing is done, we could not reach anyone. So there is no track whether these banks are properly releasing or not. So this is the second question, sir.
Coming to the first question, sir, list it is not available in the public domain, but you can talk to the representative who is taking care of RxIL at Chennai. I can share her number, so you can find out from her. So based on that, you can also onboard on RxIL platform. So that will be beneficial. And the second point, the PSB loan 59 minutes. Exactly, I am not knowing the reason for not by the bank considering, sir. But my suggestion will be like, if your balance sheet, everything is perfect and the data has come out properly, bank should not have any issue in sanctioning or giving the loan. So if any requirement is there, let me know, sir. I can also work on that. You can share me your balance sheet. You call me this week. We will see, sir. I will see how we can help you in this regard. Definitely.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. I mean, it was there 4 years back, but now it is
so
not
now
a
we cannot go
requirement.
there even now. And one more, it is my personal opinion. And for this kind of issues, now, sir, if you go for a ombudsman kind of thing, unnecessarily we will be wasting our time. So small issues, na, sir, because we should concentrate on major things. I always advise my customers. Sorry if I am wrong. I am just giving my opinion.
No, sir, you are right. They are complaining that they don't have staff, and unnecessary government is putting the scheme. Already we are too much loaded. So they are reluctant to work on this scheme, sir.
And one more thing, sir, it is a credit decision or giving credit is 100% priority or prerogative of the bank actually. So even if we cannot question their decision for giving or not giving, sir. That is the thing actually. So that is how the banking industry operates. So giving or not giving, he might be having some other reason, or maybe they would have missed the timeline. So that is the reason they have not have given you something. We don't know the exact reason why it was not given.
Reason was this, they say there is no manpower, those things. But my suggestion is better develop the rapport with the bank and talk to the bank manager before applying to that loans.
So if any requirement is there, please let me know, sir. You can call me anytime.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think SIDBI is nowadays doing really well. I think MSMEs are getting a lot of benefit through SIDBI, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Because even during the current year itself, Chennai alone, we have added more than 200 new customers, sir. More than 200 new MSMEs to SIDBI fold in Chennai alone.
Yes, sir.
So now, because last couple of years, we are doing a lot of marketing also. Otherwise, many MSMEs were not aware what is SIDBI. So that was the situation. So now we are very much active in social media. You can check in the social media also. And we do a lot of promotional development activity. We are working very close with state government And at least monthly 4 or 5 times I am going for giving such lectures or the what do you call information dissemination to my MSME DI office. Also I regularly visit. So this is how, because there are schemes available, sir, but MSMEs are not aware. If you see MSME DI, there are a lot of schemes available. Like if you go to MSME DI, you will find out, like even for many patent, if you want to take a patent, there is a huge subsidy available. Each and for everything you have subsidy for at the central government side. So that MSME DA office one should visit and you have to find out from them what are the things available. So or we can arrange for one meeting also. You can virtual also. I can talk to that MSME DA office, and if you require AABN request, then we can make an arrangement. I can call some director level people, and they can make a presentation also, because there are a lot of schemes available. Even I was also not aware so many schemes are available under Ministry of MSME. Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciated for your service, and thank you, Gopi sir, for organizing this event.
Srinivaslu, go on, Srinivaslu.
Anburai, good afternoon. Nice presentation. We had a good outside knowledge.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Sir, actually, I am very nearby to your office. I will meet you very soon. I have 2 queries. One is we are into energy saving. Okay, and rooftop solars. So what we do is rooftop solars and megawatt projects. For example, a university wants to put a 200 kilowatt solar on boot model. Okay, will you fund for that?
Sir, presently, yeah, educational institutions, SIDBI is little bit, what do you call, we are not entering into educational institution in a very this manner, because last month only we got a circular, okay, we can fund for educational institution also, but because generally what you see, sir, educational institution are run by trust actually. So unlike other MSMEs. So that is the reason, but definitely we can work on this, sir, because now since our bank had also given a guideline that we can fund education institution also, so we can look into it. You can give your requirements, sir. You can talk to me. Maybe coming week we can connect, and I will see how we can get into it. Definitely, we will. I think we will be able to do that. If you are asking for rooftop solar for any other manufacturing entity or any service entity like hotel, hospitals, yes, definitely, immediately I can say yes, we are doing. Educational institution, I will just check and let you know, sir, because that is a recently last month only we got the scheme. I will just check and let you know on that one.
Okay. The second thing is we are actually manufacturer of brushless DC fans, and we also do retrofit of existing induction fan with our latest BLDC conversion. What is called as retrofit of existing BLDC fans. Okay, so for example, schools, colleges, they only have major number of products, and they are asking for a finance scheme. So can I suggest through SIDBI the scheme?
Yeah, sir, for educational institution, let me just work on that, because the complete scheme is also not available, because that is a new scheme, new area which SIDBI will be funding. So I will work on that and I'll confirm you, sir. Coming week we can catch up, and definitely we can work on that.
But for industries and textiles and all, you can do, correct? No?
Yeah. There is no doubt at all. For industries, other sectors, we do. We are not there for agriculture and educational institution. We were not there. Agriculture, as on date also, we are not there for agriculture. But allied products, yes, definitely there. If you are growing a mango plant and you are cultivating, then we are not there. So if you are purchasing the mango from the farmer and you are sorting, maybe you are having a sorting machine. Yes, we can fund for that sorting machine. You are doing, you are taking pulp. Yes, we can fund. You are taking juice. We can do. So those things, the direct agri, we are not there. Agri-allied activities. Once it has taken from the farmer, the products you have taken, and you are doing some value addition or some processing, yes, that we can fund.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I have one more question, Anburai.
Yeah, please, sir.
Actually, we are 6-year-old. For first 4 years, we didn't know how to take loan because this collateral issue was there. Finally, Mr. E. Bhaskaran, Dr. E. Bhaskaran, Department of Industries, he only told about the CGT MSc. We are greatly benefited. By then, we had a fairly good balance sheet. We had grown very well with positive cash flow. My question is, a new company, they can also avail CGTMSE, or it's only for 2-3-year-old company?
No, sir. New company also can avail. Actually, that's what in my presentation also I indicated that the CGTMSE will be more supportive for new company, because for new company, it will be very difficult for them to bring in collateral or third party guarantees.
Yeah, yeah.
New company also, they are also eligible, sir. There is no.
Actually, even after 6 years, actually we don't have, I mean, that sense, we don't have collateral. See, whatever money we make, we keep on buying newer and newer machines and adding the infrastructure. Whereas what the bank is asking is land and building. I'll be stupid, as you correctly told somebody, to invest in land because it doesn't produce anything. It's not a revenue making thing. So what to invest in land and building, I think, is actually not correct. But bank unfortunately want that only as collateral. My machinery worth 4-5 crores, they don't even take value. It's all depreciated. They say it has no value, especially my molds and other things. It's surprising that the banks don't take value for that, cognizance of that. But again and again, they are saying, even after sanctioning the CGTMSE, the regional manager was saying, why are you wasting 2% more? You somehow try to bring collateral. They were so reluctant to, they never told about this CGTMSE scheme. It was very surprising that there is a scheme. Thank you very much for highlighting to everybody in this audience. Though I am a beneficiary, thank you very much.
So that is the reason, sir. Now, if you see at SIDBI also, even without CGTMSE also, we are giving a loan. Like as I said, even CGTMSE loan also, definitely your contribution will be that 25% minimum. You would have given, no, sir? Your contribution will be there in the project.
Much more. By the time we realized, actually, it was much more. Yes.
So yes. So what we do, we take that your contribution. We take that contribution, your contribution. So we take that your contribution as fixed deposit, and we fund 100% to you. That is the model we have adopted to overcome similar these kind of issues.
Okay.
Here, you may think I am paying interest on 100% fund. So anybody will think, but 100% fund, you see, you are paying interest rate of maybe 7.8, 7.7, 7.8%, and we are paying you 7.2%. If your financials are really good, our interest rate starts from 7.35. Even if you are a top rated company, we will give it 7 also. So I was not quoting because I should not give very low rate and charging more. So I have given the second notch onwards, I have given the rating. So second notch will be 7, 7.35, 7.7, 7.8 and 8. So this is the rate under for machinery, purchase of machinery alone. But for what you call mold, we also have similar guidelines. Mold ka value, what is the value? First year also mold ka value we take only 10%, 50% value only we take for that asset coverage calculation purpose. Okay. So that is the one thing. So if the calculation purpose, if the asset coverage purpose, if you are not meeting, then instead of 25% FD, we may ask for another higher percentage to meet out that asset coverage ratio. That we will be structuring for any customer, sir. But we will not, we will be definitely funding that.
The other problem we are facing is that they have a CMA report or whatever it is, a bank, the ratio. So what we find is we keep on expanding and again, I mean, reinvesting, but somehow that ratio, it's like a secret. Only the some ex-banker knows how to project, because that is a very surprising thing. So when we go finally, ratio is not, then they had to do some tweaking here and there. It's like one secret black box. Balance sheet is there, all these things, including our GST bills we are submitting to our auditor. But that some CMA they are saying, and then it takes 4 or 5 months. And the interesting thing is every quarter only they become very aggressive. They'll say, sir, you submit within 1 week. Once that quarter is gone, again, bank goes to sleep. Again, till next quarter, there is no reaction. Then again, last 15 days, they will come and say, you take. And CC limit also, month end, bank will say, sir, please utilize. You have money in your, you have not utilized fully. Please do something and utilize that money. Now, how we can utilize money? No, it's not impossible at all. But that is how the bank is functioning. Last day, especially the bank manager will become desperate. he will say, you please use, you please utilize your limit. How will utilize limit? We don't know. Just I'm telling you.
But a CMA, sir, even SIDBI CMA, we don't take up to 5 crore loan. We don't take any CMA, sir.
Okay.
We do our own calculation. It's not a black box or any hidden thing. It is a very, you can just see. No, normally only majorly 4 ratios only we see. Debt equity ratio is nothing but whatever equity is there. Equity means whatever you are brought in equity plus the reserves and surplus. So that is out of the profit you are generating, that reserves and surplus. So your net worth. So net worth, if your net worth is 1 crore, you can take maximum of 3 crore loan. So that it's a simple calculation only, sir. It's not a big, what do you call it? It's not a...
At least for engineers, it looks like a very, we do very different calculation. This is something which is very, what happens, because when the loan is sanctioned after 4 or 5 months, then actually it becomes redundant, because by then we have somehow arranged and bought that machinery. We cannot wait for the loan to buy the machinery. So we now the sanction has come. We don't know what to do with the money. See, it becomes there's no use actually. By then we have utilized also. That way it is becoming. I'm just, this is for information, public information. Since it's a discussion, I'm just telling you what a small percentage. The other thing I really find for most people, MSME, is land and building. See, if it is a 5,000 crore project by Hyundai or somebody, they may buy 100 acres at 5 crores. 500 crores is 10% of their project cost. When I am investing 50 lakhs in machinery and I have to buy a SIPCOT land for 5 crores, it doesn't make sense because that non-availability of low-cost land and building, you can go anywhere in Tamil Nadu. If it is a developed project, even a place like Kadalur or somewhere like that, they'll say 1 crore. 1 crore land and then building you have to raise. And then your machinery is 50 lakhs. What ratio you will get? That is the problem for all MSME.
That's what, sir, we always say. You should first strengthen your balance sheet and then go for investment. If you have surplus money, yes, you should go for investment also. Land and building is also required if you wanted to grow over after a certain period of time, I'm telling. So initial phases, yes, definitely no. So it depends on your business and how the cash flow is and surplus, how surplus you are managing it based on that only.
Because
I just wanted to say something here, which you are right. I'm not saying anything about it, but it depends upon the project or the businesses you are doing. We calculate in the sense the ratios, gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, current ratio, quick ratio, stock turnover ratio, all those are calculated. And as Mr. Anburai mentioned, debt equity ratio is also very, very important. It depends upon the bank, which bank that you are going. Each and every bank take the ratio in a different way and calculate that CMA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm only telling about land and building, which for me, it looks, that must be actually 10% of the project cost. That is the correct, which is achievable by a big project, which invests 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore. For a small projects, this gets skewed, totally skewed, because for a guy who is having an investment of 50 lakhs or 1 crore in machinery, where he will find money to invest in land and building. And if you,
that you can go for lease or something like
he can
you'll have to think.
He can after you establish, he will squeeze you. You can't say anything. You can't take your machinery and it's not like changing a home. You need power. It's not easy. Government should do something. Instead of all these schemes, if government invests in building, land and building, and gives it rent to entrepreneurs, that will be the greatest gift the government will do to promote industries in this country. MSMEs.
That's what, sir. Here, if you see the investment in land and building, yes, it depends on your business. And we have a customer, 2000, I will not name the customer, 2019-20, he had come to SIDBI. With almost 3 months of operation, 3 months he could do around 3 crore, 4 crore turnover. And we have funded as a greenfield project. We have funded initially, we have given some injection molding machine, and he was growing exponentially. And he was having lease only. You will not believe, today's his turnover is 210 crore. And even last week, we had an inauguration of a new premises in Vallamadagal, and he has taken from Indospace. Indospace is an infrastructure company which takes on lease from government, SIPCOT or say SIPCOT, and they sublease to MSMEs. So that time also we were talking to him only, why you are not going for purchase of land? Then he was telling, my ambition is to take my company to 1,000 crore company, and I wanted to list it. I am not here to build any assets. That's what his answer was to me, actually. So it depends. That's what depends on the promoter's mentality as well as the business which he does and where the vision which he has. So it depends on person to person, sir, because somebody will like to have own unit and this thing. So somebody and their business requires also. For example, pharmaceutical industry, if you see, people will have to go for own industry, because for them the infrastructure investment is huge. They should have a what you call soundproof room or so many things they have to do for pharmaceutical industry. So for them going for a rental, it will be very painful. Once the 3 years is completed, 4th year, if the owner is telling you please go vacate, I want the land, it will be very difficult for any pharmaceutical company to grow. So pharmaceutical company, if you see, generally they always look for new premises, unlike engineering industry. So it depends on the industry to industry and the person to person, basically.
Sir, you are right, actually. This is Subhadra again from Coimbatore, sir. For a food-based industry also, we need to do a lot of infrastructure which has to be made very, like as good as a lab we have to maintain. Once you are planning for some exports, people wanted to visit our premises. So in a rented building, we find it very difficult to make so much of corrections and things, because the owner has to give permission, and even investing for such kind of a job is also consuming a lot of money, actually. So it all gives a multiple thought process how far we could continue with so much of investing on a rental building to make it as better people. Even if we want to grow, some venture capitalists or somebody wanted to visit our company, we should have it in a presentable mode. So that's how I really thinking that why not we could have a own premises, at least even if it is smaller, we can make it in a better way as presentable.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, right. All right.
So it's just it depends on the industry, I would say.
Yeah, so it depends actually. Yes, that's
yes, sir.
Sir, one question, sir.
Go on, Srinivas.
Sir, actually, we have identified the energy saving product in Korea. We have imported
one at a time.
Yeah. We have identified an energy saving product in Korea. We have imported a sample piece. We had implemented in Forgings Limited, and we have identified that it has a saving of around 30%. Okay. Now they are asking me to invest around $50,000 as a distributor for India. Will SIDBI help in funding this?
Sir, SIDBI will not be able to fund for trading, sir. Basically trading.
Okay. It is only trading.
Yeah. So trading SIDBI will not be able to fund, because basically we can give for like manufacturing and services, but trading we will not be able to fund, because trading, if you see, majorly you require working capital only. So
it
you
is
may not.
ESCO only, no sir. It is ESCO only, no sir. It can be considered as in ESCO, no?
I need to see, sir, because I am not getting exactly what you are doing and what is the present proposal of yours. So you can discuss with me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we'll meet and discuss.
Yeah, please, sir. Please, you can call me, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. Please go on, sir. 1 + 6 CT.
Yeah. Shanmugam. Gopi, I am.
Yeah, please go on.
Anbu, there was
Yes,
one
sir.
question, madam from Coimbatore, right?
Yeah.
Regarding setting up of a building for of their own for meeting the requirements of the client. Why can't we think of financing as a project as such, including building land also?
We can do, sir. That's what I was telling. We can do.
No, because time and again she was raising this issue.
Yeah,
so she can come.
Definitely.
Maybe we can try to also cover if the project can be covered under CGTMSC. Otherwise, primary security and combination of CGMSC also can
Yeah,
cover.
sir, that's what once the balance sheet is there, we can know once we know their operations, definitely we can fund.
The combination of these two can be thought of.
Yeah. Yes, definitely, sir.
Okay.
Subhadra, you can contact offline and take it forward, right? There's a way out.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you so much for your concern. Thanks a lot. I would connect to you, sir.
Yeah, please, ma'am. So Gopi sir, the earlier Mr. Shanmusundaram, you know now, he was our SIDBI GM.
He's my classmate. We were classmates. Yeah.
He was our guru. In fact, he was my guru, my friend. So we had very good time at Mumbai. So he's my family friend as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Shanmusundaram sir.
Anybody else has a question? Probably one last question. I think,
here, all these interest rates, what you're talking about, so Anbu, is all linked to repo rate, or otherwise, when the repo goes up, and
So certain products are repo linked, certain products are MCR linked. So the scheme that Green Finance, the Arise, Tapan, or the 4E scheme, end-to-end energy efficiency, those things are linked to repo, sir.
So that means now the 6.5 repo rate plus only 0.5% is your margin.
Plus the spread, yes, plus spread 0.5 to 5 for the C1 rated company. We have our internal rating system, which is developed by CRISIL. So that rating system, we will be the entire thing is system driven, no manual intervention. Even if you wanted to give to a customer a lesser rate, we cannot do. Even if you want to increase, that also not possible, because everything is system driven and it is very much transparent. So it will be basically analyzing 4 parameters. Like first will be like your management. If you are a private limited company, higher score. Just an example, higher scoring will be given. If it is a proprietorship, it will be less score. Partnership unregistered, lesser score. Partnership registered, higher score. So top will be like private limited companies. So just an example. So first thing will be like management. Next thing will be like, and the management may under, it will be the experience. So if your experience is more than 10 years in the same line of activity, mark score will be high. And similarly, the management parameter will have some 10 or 15 parameters. Next thing will be the business. What type of business you are doing, and what is the business, how many years you are doing, other details like what are the products you do. Those things we'll see. Then the next one will be the financials. So what are the financial? How the financials look? What are the past financial? So what is the profitability? What is your debt equity ratio? So entire thing will be analyzed. And then last will be the industry. What type of industry? If it is engineering, if it is a pharma, so how the pharma industry is doing during the past several years? What is the future outlook? So those things will be automatically inbuilt. So based on that combined rating you will be getting, that is CKC, it will be like C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So C1 rating will getting the top rating at 7. That's what I was telling, 7. So C2 will be getting 7.35 and 7. The C3 will get 7.7. C4 will get 7.8, and it goes on. 7.5, say C5 rating will get around 7.9 kind of things. So that's how it works, sir, based on the rating only. So some certain schemes are under repo rate, certain schemes are under MCLR.
Oh, great.
Our MCLR is 7.9 at present. And so the interest rate starts from 8.3 to 9%, 8.9 or 8.7 or 8.8. So that is also in today's scenario, it is very much competitive, sir, because if you see any other banks, private banks or commercial banks, today's rate, it not less than 9.5. Any bank you take.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sanjay, any questions, Sanjay? Sanjay or Venu?
Okay, Mr. Gopi, this is Dhanshekaran. Okay, 81 Chemical.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Anbu, for your very good presentation. I would like to register as a consultant. Do you accept consultants like that?
Consultant, sir, we are working on it. In fact, a year back we had, pre-COVID, we have this credit counselors kind of thing. Now again, we are working on that, sir. I will be in touch with you on that.
Okay, thank you very much. And I would like to add one more point on the discussion. Of course, it is out of box. Somebody was discussing about this diamonds business. I would like to caution them. Some 30 years back, it came in a very big way in Tiruchi, a private company. They were offering machines and they are saying, like a cottage industry, you finish the diamonds and hand over, we will buy it. But the scam, it was almost like, I shouldn't mention that word. It became a scam. Matlab, when they buy it, they will say this is broken, this is not up to the mark, like that. So the entire business collapsed. And I thought, okay, there were, when it was, I personally visited, there was some 50 or 100 missions running with the people. And presently I visited Jaipur. Of course, it was not a business trip. There also it appeared, see, the stones are coming from outside. Unless you are doing in a very big way, like marketing to Belgium back, you buy the thing. That's what Jaipur is doing. Even if you are tying up with your buyback arrangement with Jaipur, it is going to be a failure, because they will say this is broken, that is broken, not up to the polishing is not good. It's only my cautious suggestion. They have to study fully. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah, Mr. Vijay Raghavan, please go on.
Very good afternoon, sir. This is Vijay Raghavan from Lagudyog Bharati, Coimbatore. I think SIDBI is quite aware of Lagudyog Bharati because we have been associated with you for all our program sponsorship and other things through the central government initiatives. Sir, my question to today to SIDBI team is, we have been conducting a lot of programs with you for the creating awareness for our members and the entrepreneur community for getting the loans. But the follow-up activities, whenever we check up with our members, they give not so much of a positive feedback on the sanctions, whatever has happened. Why don't we conduct a kind of a B2B kind of a situation where we bring in our members, whoever wants loan, across the table and arrange for a loan mela at various districts of Coimbatore and see how we can work together?
We can work on that, sir. You see, first thing, information has to be passed on, like what are the schemes available should be, because as till date, if you see, many are not aware actually what are the schemes being operated at SIDBI, and there is a big hesitant on the micro, small, basically small. Lagudyog Bharati, I believe many small units are there, right, sir?
Correct.
So they are very much hesitant to approaching a bank actually. So for NBFC, they will immediately go, they will approach NBFC, they will not take much paper and immediately they give. So those things, they have to come out of that actually. First thing, they always feel like going to a bank is a very, very difficult thing and we will not get loan. It's not like that, because today's scenario, if you see, if your financials are good, and because all data we are getting, what you call analyzed data we are getting. So GST is there, we are getting ITR, your ITR is there, and your bank statement. These three are the major crucial data for any bank. With that, we will be understanding, and the output, if you see, even what are the ratios, all ratios also will get analyzed and it is giving us. So they have to change their attitude to go into a bank, in fact, now to members, very small units have I-10. And we can definitely arrange for a meeting or any one-to-one, sir, basically how it works actually, because n number of people will be coming, and whether we will be able to cater to everybody's requirement in a single day. So those arrangements we need to see, but definitely we can work on that, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Anburai, because this is one area of concern all our members are having, as you rightly said. We are trying to promote people to come into the mainstream of business, because we are saying that unless and until you are a professional, banks are also will not be professional. So people are changing now, and we only hope that the coming days will only improve this factor. The critical point is, as somebody said now, the loan at the right time is very critical for any industry, whether it's small or big. And in the present situation, post-COVID, when the things are getting into normalcy, people tend to have this balance sheets, not very great profile balance sheets like the ratios. But as you rightly put it, based on GST payments and the company's turnover, if something could be done, I think more people will come into SIDBI is what I feel personally. I will also connect with you separately, Mr. Anburai, and probably you're sitting in Chennai or in Coimbatore, sir?
Sir, I am at Chennai only. I am also working with, in fact, I know Mr. Hariharan or Virchilian. So we used to work very closely. In fact, last month before your conference, they have come to our office. They met me also.
Okay.
So definitely, sir, we are there for MSMEs only. So any support to MSMEs, definitely SIDBI is there, sir.
Sure. Since you mentioned about the conference, we thank you for the support also that you rendered for the conference. Through
thank you.
Thank you.
One last question. Sanjay, any questions here, Sanjay? Sanjay or anybody else has a question?
Sir, thanks, sir. It was a very nice and informative presentation. Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Subhadra, you're wanting to say something? Okay, I think we have come to the end.
I just wanted to thank you, sir, for this organizing such a wonderful, amazing insights about SIDBIs. What we have learned today, it's really, I can share it along with my own friends who are into a lot of different businesses. We are really not aware of much of these schemes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Subhadra.
You can
Subhadra,
share
can
my
you-
number also. You can share my number also. So I will be
Yes, sir.
available to take calls. No issue.
Subhadra, can you share your number to the first thing? Chat box.
Yeah, definitely, sir. I would share it immediately now in the chat box. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Major sir, would you like to add anything, sir? Major sir?
Yeah. I've been patiently listening to the wonderful expositions of Mr. Anburai, DGM SIDBI, and the way he was able to narrate lesser known information, because nobody knows all these facts. That SIDBI is there to help even people who've been struggling, and the different facets of industry, different sectors wherein they've been able to have some forays and exposure in various segments. All these things were publicized, and it will be boon for aspiring entrepreneurs. And though I'm not an entrepreneur, but I'm a keen observer of programs wherever Gopi invites me. And I had the honor of attending today's session by Mr. Anburai. I thank the organizer, that is especially Gopi, who is a good friend of mine, and also the speaker who's been able to enumerate and narrate in very, very simple terms. He was able to articulate a lot of features connected with this SIDBI, and also he was able to explain about the rules and regulations, not only of SIDBI, but generally in the industry. And I thank you for having invited me, and I'll continue to stay connected with you and be part of the gathering. And I look forward to the to many more such insightful presentations like Mr. Anburai. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I think we will let Mr. Anburai go now. I think he's been with us for the last 2.5 hours plus.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much, Anburai. Thank you very much for being with us. And I would like to first of all thank Shanmugh Sundaram for getting me connected to Anburai. Apparently, Shanmugh Sundaram is my classmate. He was also an ex-SIDBI person. He was general manager of SIDBI. So we had been planning this for a long time, very long time. Fortunately, it got materialized in a very short notice when I contacted Anburai. Thank you, Anburai. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks, AABN, for giving me this opportunity. So for me also, it gives me a lot of happiness to share what SIDBI does, and at least some MSMEs are getting benefited. That is my objective also. So thanks a lot for arranging such program. In future also, definitely I will be happy to get associated, sir. Please.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll come and stay in touch, because we have a lot of people there who may be wanting your help. So we'll definitely stay connected, Anburai.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all participants for patiently listening to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.